At the heart of the sun-drenched coast of Zanzibar stood the illustrious Coral Bloom Resort, where the elite gathered to sip cocktails and forget the noise of the world. The soft murmur of waves crashing against ivory sands mixed with the scent of grilled seafood and jasmine that floated through the open-air restaurant. The resort buzzed with wealth and entitlement, but behind the luxury existed a workforce of hard-working, often overlooked staff, people like Maya. Maya, a young black waitress in her mid-20s, moved gracefully between tables. Her smile was warm, her posture respectful, and her eyes carried quiet intelligence. She had worked at Coral Bloom for 3 years, supporting her younger siblings back in Nairobi. To her, every order carried purpose. Every tray she balanced was a step toward a better future. And every guest, no matter how rude, was a test of her composure. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified for more, share to friends. Where are you watching from? Please tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our story goes. That Sunday afternoon, the restaurant was at full capacity. Laughter from polished guests rang through the canopy, glasses clinked, and cameras flashed. Maya was attending to a corner table overlooking the sea when she heard a loud snap. "Waitress! Over here!" a sharp voice barked. It was Veronica Halston, a wealthy American socialite known for her Instagram followers, cosmetic empire, and raging temper. She wore a silk emerald dress and a diamond necklace that sparkled like ice. But her expression was far from graceful. Entitled, condescending, and as Maya would soon find out, explosive. "Yes, ma'am," Maya said, walking over calmly. "You're slow," Veronica sneered, not even looking up. "I've been sitting here for 7 minutes." 7. What are you people doing back there, cooking with rocks? "I apologize for the wait," Maya replied, still polite. "Oh, save it," Veronica snapped. "Bring me the grilled lobster, a bottle of Dom Perignon, and make sure the butter isn't cold. If it is," she raised an immaculately painted finger, "I'll send it back in your face." Maya nodded and walked away, keeping her breath steady. But what happened next no one could have predicted. 15 minutes later, Maya returned with a tray, lobster steaming, butter perfectly warm, and champagne chilled. As she set it down, Veronica leaned back in mock horror. Did you get my dress wet?" she exclaimed, eyes wide with exaggerated offense. There was a faint splash of condensation from the champagne bucket on the edge of the tablecloth, not even near her. "No, ma'am, I made sure to keep everything dry." But Veronica stood up. "You stupid girl!" she screamed, drawing attention from nearby diners. Without warning, she slapped Maya hard across the cheek. Gasps exploded around them. Maya froze. Her skin stung. Her breath caught. For 3 years, she had swallowed insults, ignored cruel remarks, and smiled through everything. But this was something else. The entire restaurant had gone quiet. Phones were recording. Managers stood frozen. But what shocked everyone was what Maya did next. She looked Veronica straight in the eye, and slapped her back. Not out of rage. Not revenge. But dignity. A line had been crossed, and Maya wasn't going to let the world think she was beneath respect. Veronica stumbled backward, eyes wide, mouth agape. "How dare you? How dare you, ma'am?" Maya said, voice calm but firm. "You assaulted me first. You humiliated me for no reason, and I won't allow it. I am not your servant. I'm a human being." The silence broke like a wave. Applause erupted from several tables. A few guests stood up, clapping in support. Phones that had captured the entire exchange were now streaming it live across social media. The tide had turned. The restaurant manager, Mr. Silas, hurried over. "What's going on here?" "She hit me!" Veronica shrieked, trying to play the victim. Mr. Silas had already seen the videos. "I saw everything," he said firmly. "And you, ma'am, are no longer welcome at Coral Bloom." "What?" Veronica screamed. "You assaulted one of our staff," Silas said, motioning to security. "Escort her off the property." "No, no, no, you don't understand who I am. I have 500,000 followers," she cried. "That's not a free pass to mistreat others," Silas replied coldly. Veronica was dragged out, still shouting. But the damage to her reputation had already begun. Within hours, the video went viral. Headlines blazed. Influencer hits black waitress, gets instant karma. Grace under fire. Waitress defends her dignity, wins public applause. Meanwhile, Maya was taken to the back room by Mr. Silas, who looked at her, deeply ashamed. "I should have spoken up long ago," he said. "I'm sorry." "You allowed this to happen," Maya said quietly. He nodded. "I won't let it continue," he said. "Veronica isn't the only guest who's acted like this. You've handled it with more grace than any of us deserve. I failed you. But no more." The next morning, the resort held a press conference. Maya stood beside the regional director, who publicly apologized, reinstated her with higher pay, and announced a new zero-tolerance policy on guest abuse. Mr. Silas voluntarily stepped down. "I'm not a hero," Maya told the crowd. "I just want respect. Not just for me, for every person in the service industry who's ever been made to feel small." The twist. Days later, Veronica Halston's brand partnerships pulled out. Her social media accounts were flooded with calls for accountability. And a few weeks on, Maya received an offer to speak at a hospitality summit in Cape Town, on dignity in the workplace. Moral lesson. This story reminds us that no amount of money, status, or popularity gives anyone the right to dehumanize another person. Behind every uniform is a soul, someone's daughter, son, sister, or brother. Society thrives when we respect each other, no matter our roles. Power lies not in wealth, but in kindness. Let this story be a mirror to how we treat those who serve us. Because sometimes, the most powerful people are the ones we underestimate.